Your dog has listened to your voice thousands of times, but what if the words you think mean "I love you" mean almost nothing to them? The truth is, dogs don't hear language the way we do. Yet, there are a few special words that instantly grab their attention and make them feel closer to you. And chances are, you're not saying some of the most important ones. Let's find out what they are. Number 1, wait. Put food on the floor. Tell your dog to wait. Now watch. The paw freezes mid-air. The drool hangs. Every single instinct says grab it, and they don't. That's not training. That's your dog choosing your voice over their own hunger. Read that again. Your voice over food. First time you try it, you'll get a half-second flicker. That flicker is everything. It's the whole thing beginning. A shelter dog flinches at that word. For them, wait always came before something bad. Your dog leans in loose and calm, because for them, it always ended in something good. So say it soft. Let them hold, release, and watch them explode toward the reward. Then watch them spin back to you first. Think about what you just witnessed. An animal that could take that food in half a second. Choosing not to. Not because they can't, because you asked. Wait was never about control. It's your dog saying, "You're worth more to me than the thing I wanted most." But there's a moment when trust isn't enough. When panic takes over completely. There's one word that pulls them back from the edge, faster than any treat in your hand. Easy. Your dog loses it at the window, hackles up, teeth out, throwing themselves at the glass. Most owners scream over the top of it. Watch what that does. Absolutely nothing, except make it worse. Now do the opposite. Drop your voice into the floor. Slow, low, stretch it. Easy. Watch the impossible happen. The ears flick back toward you. The bark cracks, fades. Here's why. Dogs can't switch off their own panic, so they steal yours, your slow voice, your steady breath. Their hammering heart starts chasing yours, back down to calm. That part hits tonight. The word becoming a real off switch takes time, one calm moment at a time. But a dog who trusts you feels easy land like a hand pressed flat on a shaking chest. Right then, no training needed first, no repetitions to earn it, just your calm voice reaching in, telling them they're loved enough to be pulled out of the fire. Calm is only half the job, because the next sound does the exact opposite, and it makes your dog light up like you flipped something on inside them. Yes. There's a sound that hits your dog harder than their own name. It's not a command, it's one word. Yes. Not the flat. Yes, you exhale into a phone call. The sharp, bright one, the one that sounds like good news just arrived. Trainers guard this word like it's gold. They call it a marker, and the whole secret is timing. The exact instant your dog does something right, yes, freezes that moment in their brain. This, what you just did, that's the thing that pays. First time? It's just noise. This one builds with repetition, but stack it enough times, and yes, stops meaning a treat is coming. It starts meaning something rarer. You saw me. You were watching. You caught me being good. The dog nobody ever noticed? They quit trying. Yours keeps reaching, keeps offering, keeps lighting up. Because to a dog, love was never the big moments. It's being seen, and they feel exactly that the instant the word leaves your mouth. A spark fades fast. The next word is the slow, steady one your dog will lean on for their entire life, and almost every owner is using it wrong. Good. You've said it 10,000 times. Good boy, good girl. Here's the gut punch. Your dog never once heard the word. They heard the music underneath it, the pitch, the lift, the tiny crack in your voice when you mean it. Say it flat and tired. It hits the floor like nothing. Say it warm, rising, and something in their chest lets go. Right now, tonight, first try. Because kindness in a voice needs no translation, but the deeper magic, that builds slow. Trainers call this an anchor. a sound the nervous system quietly files under all is well. That file only fills after 1,000 gentle moments. The dog raised in silence never built it. Yours has years of it stacked up. So good doesn't just land anymore. It wraps around them, like walking into a room they already know is safe. Stop saving it for the big wins. Drop it on the small stuff, too. Every single time you're whispering the same thing. I'm so glad you're mine. Now it gets dangerous. One word decides whether your dog sprints toward you or learns to run the other way, and you might already be teaching them wrong. Come, let's talk about the word you might be destroying. Come. Say it once with frustration in your voice. You've poisoned it. Now it's the word that ends the fun, the park, the play, the freedom. So your dog does the math and starts to hesitate, but say it like a door swinging open to somewhere wonderful. It becomes the best offer of their entire day. First call won't beat a squirrel, not even close. Come earns its pull slowly. Every time answering you ends in something they love. Here's the one rule that fixes everything. Never call your dog to something they hate. Not the bath, not the nail clippers, not the end of the walk. Pair come with food, with play, with your hands buried deep in their fur. Do it long enough? One day they'll turn their back on the whole world. Every scent, every squirrel, every open field, and choose you. Because the second you call, they already know what's waiting on your end. Coming to you is one thing, but there's a word that flips your dog from dead still to pure lightning in 1 second. Say it right now, and watch. Ready. Don't even pause. Right now, brighten your voice and ask your dog one word. Ready? Watch. Ears up, head cocked, body coiling like a spring. You just handed them the best feeling a word can carry. Anticipation. That electric, trembling half-second right before something good. Does it hit tonight? Depends on one thing. If your dog already goes wild for walks and play, Ready lights them up instantly. It just rides the feeling they already have. If not, it switches on the moment it keeps landing right before the fun. Either way, every rep sharpens it. And here's what breaks your heart a little. A dog with nothing to look forward to goes gray, sleeps the days away, dims. A dog who hears ready stays lit, curious, springy, leaning forward, always leaning forward. So say it before everything, before walks, before meals, before every small adventure. One bright word, one promise their whole body believes. Loving you means something good is always about to happen. That was the easy part, because now we get to the moments when your dog is terrified, and one quiet word becomes the safest place they know. Here, thunder hits, and somewhere in your house, your dog is gone. Flattened under the bed, every muscle locked, whites of the eyes showing. Your instinct screams, drag them out, hold them close. Don't. Instead, sit on the floor. Not too close. Slow your breathing on purpose. And say one word, soft as a blanket. Here. You're not calling them. You're planting a flag, marking a spot where nothing bad is allowed. Dogs can find us in pitch dark by voice alone. Your sound becomes a map straight back to safety. First time? A terrified dog won't melt. Here only becomes a real shelter after it has, again and again, actually led to one. The dog abandoned in their worst moments never learned a word could have a person attached to it. Yours is learning the opposite, down to the bone. Here always has you on the other end, so stop using it to summon them across rooms. Use it to stay, until it stops being a command and becomes proof. Being loved means never facing the dark alone. Safety needs a center, and the most powerful sound your dog will ever hear isn't even a command. It's a word you say 100 times a day, without thinking once. Name every sound you've ever made around your dog. They've been filing it. Safe, not safe. Safe, not safe. But one sound stops them cold every time. Their name. And here's the twist. It's the one word on this list that already works tonight. 10,000 repetitions already done, wired to the first meal, the first walk, the first night they stopped shaking. Their brain lights up at it like nothing else alive. But, and this will stop you cold, that same power cuts both ways. If their name only ever shows up wrapped in anger, barked, sharp, glued to the word stop, it rots, turns into a warning, and the dog flinches the second they hear themselves called. Your dog should hear their name and feel found, not hunted. So tonight, say it for no reason, just once, soft. Watch the ears swing toward you like a flower, finding the sun. That right there. That's not a reflex, that's love, and they feel it the instant your voice shapes their name. Their name tells them who they are. The next word tells them something that goes even deeper than that. And, yeah, you might feel a little ridiculous saying it out loud. Love. Say it out loud to your dog. Go ahead. Feel ridiculous. Do it anyway. Because this is the only word on this entire list that needs zero training. None. The warmth in your voice lands the very first second. Your dog will never know what love means. And it could not matter less. Because dogs weren't built to understand language. They were built to feel what's underneath it. So stretch it out. Soft and slow. The way you'd say it to someone you adore. And your dog catches the whole thing. Not the word, the tenderness. Say it when they glance up for no reason at all. Whisper it into their fur after a brutal day. Then watch for the answer. There's always an answer. A slow blink. One lazy thump of the tail. That's them saying it right back to you. A dog who never heard a gentle voice braces their whole life for the next blow. Yours doesn't. Because your voice keeps promising. The blow isn't coming. And now they know exactly how loved they are. And now, the one I promised you at the very beginning. The word almost no owner ever says to a dog, the one that might matter more than every other word on this list combined. Good night. Here's something you've never noticed. Every single night, your dog watches you disappear. The lights die. Your footsteps fade, and to an animal that reads the whole world through who's near and who's gone, you don't go to sleep. You vanish. For all they know, this is the night you don't come back. So they wait. Some dogs sleep facing the door. Some won't close their eyes until they hear your breathing slow. All night, standing guard over a person who has no idea they're being guarded. So give them one word. Good night. Not a command, a promise. Said the same way, same time, every single night, until their body learns what you keep forgetting to tell them. The day is over. Everyone made it home. I'll still be here when the light comes back. And years from now, when the muzzle's gone gray and the stairs have turned into mountains, that same small word will still find them in the dark. It was never goodbye. It was always, I'll see you in the morning. These words don't need perfect timing. They need an honest voice, and someone who means it. Your dog has spent their whole life collecting your sounds, sorting each one, safe or not safe, building a language only the two of you will ever speak. Tonight, pick one word, just one. Say wait like you trust them. Say their name like you're glad they exist. Say goodnight like a promise you'll keep. Then come tell me in the comments. Which word does your dog already melt for? The one where their whole body changes the second they hear it? Drop it below. I read every single one. Because somewhere out there, your dog's story is about to help another dog feel a little more understood.